We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach what to expect. Watch plenty of film. But sometimes you just gotta throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
The Hawks continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup in this road game. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, they've put it all together over the course of their last... Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Kyle Korver. On the court for Atlanta, Freak in at power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Floats one up. And Teague with the nice bucket inside. Teague's got 5 points so far. The Hawks offense was a thing of beauty at times to watch last year. They really came together. They epitomized that term team so well.
You hit it right on the head. I mean, they knew how to find the open man. The ball always ended up in the right spot. And so many of their shots came from assists, second in the league in that category.
Passes it to Ibaka. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Hawks leading. Schroeder with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Millsap. Pass to Freak. The three ball. No luck. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period. I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Teague, the pass to Freak, and that one is hammered home.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
The Thunder have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Westbrook kicks to Durant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Mitch McGary comes in for Serge Ibaka. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. McGary dishes to Robertson. A three-pointer off the mark. The Hawks trailing. Down low, here's Scott, and the shot is good.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Well, you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Trying his luck deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
From deep three-point range, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Hawks ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely hard.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark making the jump to the pros. We can group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Baca comes in for McGarry. Dion Waiters checked in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Al Horford is checked in for Splitter. Freak comes in for Scott. Paul Millsap's checked in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague and Korver are the guards. Paul Millsap out there with Freak. And it's Horford in at the center filling out the middle. The dish to Waiters. And Roberson kicks to Ibaka. Out left to the wing. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. No good from outside.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Outside Teague. Kicks to Freak. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, these are players that have a job to do, and they've been doing it very well. Here's a look at the top passing point guards in the NBA over the course of the past 10 games. Russell Westbrook third.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
And that's the thing to me. I mean, as exceptional as their assist numbers are, it's their leadership and that ability to direct their offense. That's what makes them stand out.
Atlanta making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And Enes Kanter, Clark, a guy who combines brute strength with a high skill level. He finally got to strut his stuff last season with the Thunder.
After the trade, how about strutting his stuff to the tune of 19 and 11 as an average? Huge numbers for a guy who just didn't fit in with the Jazz.
And it's Freak missing.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And here's Westbrook. A 32-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure. And getting back to Kanter, as big as he is, you see he plays with a high motor. Always shows great dexterity and body control. Doesn't have great quickness, but enough to get in position to make an impact.
He dishes it to Robertson. Waiters with a screen on Millsap. For 3, Westbrook. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Talking about Kanter, I mean, another thing to like is the plus free throw shooting. I mean, he nailed 78% of them last season, which also indicates that he'll continue to extend out his shooting range as his career progresses.
Here's Freak, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Westbrook against Hardaway. The pass to Roberson. Ibaka outside. Pass to Waiters. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Misses off the right iron. It's Millsap with the drive. Teague with a clean look. No good on the 3. Here's Roberson. And no good trying to get that one. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two. Cantor. McGarry comes in for Serge Ibaka. Roberson, he's checked in for Waiters. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Splitter's checked in for Horford. Freak comes in for Paul Millsap. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Cephalosha. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for T. Durant is out there with McGarry. Then there's Roberson. Then there's DJ Augustine. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. The Hawks leading by 4. Schroeder passes to Freak. Ring shot on the way. The shot no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
To the wing right side. Here's Adams. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I tell you, last season was a big one for the Hawks and Coach Budenholzer. Their dominant season won him multiple Coach of the Month titles, and eventually he won the Coach of the Year award.
Here's Freak. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. There's the pick. Durant with a wide open look. Hits the three-point bomb. Durant's got 11 points.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Feeds it to Korver. The Hawks working the ball around. Splitter dishes to Schroeder. From past the arc. That is good. 5 points in the game.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Here's Korver. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 7-point Atlanta lead. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Augustine kicks to Waiters. To the inside. McGarry uses the glass to finish the layup. McGarry's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Now here's Waiters. The feed to McGarry. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Now just a 3-point Hawks lead. Schroeder, no good. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Hawks on top. They lead by 3. And we'll be back right after this.
I realize this. I realize this.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. "15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks. Freak, he's in at center. Kyle Korver is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Scott, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. That's good.
For 3.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline.